Hello everyone and welcome to another video. Today I am going over the tour of a MRCE BR 185.5. So let's enter the cab through here. Here's the cab of an MRCE BR 185. Back here, you're going to want to leave the parking brake on, which is right here. And whenever you want, you should probably leave it on before you get rolling. Here, you can turn on you should put this to headlights. And over here, your safety systems. LZB is not able to be used, I think, because I don't think it's used on this line. So yeah, but all you got is PCB and SEPA. Back here, nothing else. So yeah, here, this is automatically set basically. So yeah, auto front, front, auto, back, and both. But yeah, I just leave it on auto. Driver's brake valve, is obviously cut in at all times, and I do not know what this NBU EP switch is used for. So yeah, over here we got nothing else. Down here you got wiper, or I don't know what that is used for. You should use PCB mode M because we're on a freight train. Down here's the wipers. Over here, got LZB and PCB acknowledge, override, and release, and then shunting control. So yeah, here you got a window. Same for over here. You could also enter the cab on this side. Down here, you got SEPA button or acknowledge button, and then nothing else to worry about. Over here, got horn, then door controls, which is really never used on this train, or is never used. So yeah, they might just put it there because of rescue runs. Here's an emergency brake button in case of rail emergencies that you need it for. Down here you got AFB, which I'll go over in a second. Turn on your console light, and then this dims it. So yeah, don't mind any background noises. Same thing for the conductor's seat. You got a SEPA button, nothing else. Down here is the emergency brake valve as well. Then here you can look out the window whenever you're doing the shunting mode. Here's the cab, so you just sit in the seat here. The driver's desk, I mean. Everything should be available, so what you're gonna do is first off do a brake check, just leave the brakes there. You're gonna put this to neutral and then let the brakes charge. Then you can observe that with the brake dials. Over here, you want to raise your pantograph and then close the main circuit breaker. Now that your train is up and running, just leave your master switch to neutral. Here's your LZB and release, override, and release stuff. Release is for LZB whenever it flashes end day down here, but there's no LZB on this train. So yeah, air compressor and your traction motor fan. Here you got a train line So yeah. Down here, you got your speedometer and your power gauge. Over here is like a time, and then your pantograph display. Whenever it hits like red down there, that means your pantograph's either down and your main circuit breaker's open, or there's just a problem with the screen. But yeah, most of the time it's just your pantograph is down. Here is your sand and your brake release. As you see, that brake release just made this go white, so we're good to go. Here are your headlights, but first off, what you're gonna want to do is go over here and make sure that's on headlights, and then turn on this. Now your headlights are on. Then you can put it to headlights bright. Here's your cab light and your desk light. I prefer it on cab light just because desk light doesn't really do anything. So yeah, here are your blinds. Over here, in case you need to, you get a brake overcharge. And yeah, here's an emergency pantograph button. I don't know what it does, but you'll see what it does, I think, in technical difficulty scenario. Shunting control, PCB, LCB, and PCB release, acknowledge, and then a weird red button that cannot be touched. Here's your direct brake. I think this is a locomotive brake. Your horn over here too. And then your passenger door switch, which is doing nothing either. No. Here's your train brake. Then here's your electric brake. I don't know what the electric brake does really. Now to do a brake test, make sure this is set all the way to full service. Then you set it to 1B. Then you're good. Then you can put your master switch to forward, and if you have PCB on, these two lights on this display comes on, along with these two, or these three. Once you're ready to go, put the throttle forward, and then you're good to roll.
SIFA, Zugbeeinflussung.
I forgot to show you don't forget to release your parking brake. And yeah, and your battery buttons back there. You gotta hold it for 5 seconds in order to power the unit. How to activate AFB. So simply go down here.
AFB, AFB, AFB.
And then you can move your throttle up, or not throttle, AFB switch. And then you're good. You gotta make sure you're sitting somewhere, like you're not moving at all. Like you're at 0.0 miles per hour, kilometers per hour. And yeah, that's about it for the MRCE BR 425. Now let's move on to the 422. Now I'll be covering the DBBR 422. So, first off, you're going to want to enter through that door over there, or this door. Then you can climb inside. Here's the cab. Very, very cramped. If you don't want people watching you, just pull these blinds down. I mean, I always do it just so people aren't watching me. On the back of this is a destination board. This is like a coat hanger. So yeah. Here's a fire extinguisher. A second man's seat. First off, to power up the unit, you're gonna hold the battery button till that gauge there at the top where it says B goes up. Here you got PCB. If your parking brake's applied, you could just hit this button. And yeah, you got SIFA. And then down here is your air conditioner. Here you can open the windows. Down here you could turn on your wiper. Down here there's nothing to mess around with except the SIFA pedal. But that's automatically done once you hit the acknowledge button. Here you can sit in the driver's position. First off, you're gonna put in the master key, and then you should put your pantograph to raise. Close this. You can put that to neutral. To let in people, hit this button over here, and then over here's open the right doors. Then you can simply just close. But you should leave the side open for people to get in. Over here, that is Zug panel. You got your panel. Zug does, I don't think, anything. SPG, I think that displays your pantograph stuff. And then FIS, that's your destination screen. You could select it to your destination of choice by just hitting range subverb, and then you could do this. For example, we are an S8 going to Wuppertal Steenbeck, but I do not think there's a Wuppertal Steenbeck on here, sadly, so yeah, I don't think there's a S8 section. This might be the wrong variant. Did we just pass that? No. We'll just have to choose Wuppertal HBF. It then displays there. Hit G to get out of it. And over here, nothing to mess around with. Over here, oh, wrong one. Over here, you got really nothing to play around with. First unit, second unit, third unit, I don't know what they do. All units. That's weird. Down here, you can turn up your instrument light display thing. And then this big red button above it is your emergency brake. Down here, got a spotlight. This you can turn it up, down, up. A couple button. You then select that to forward, and you see this appear along with that down there. Yeah, I think this is the wrong one. Oh well. You got headlights there in the middle. Here's cab light, and there's your passenger lights. PCB stuff. Remember, this is basically the same thing as Hauptstrecke. So you do not need to watch this video about the 422 tour, because I have the 422 tour on Hauptstrecke as well. But it's up to you. I mean, if you want to watch it here, you can, or you could just watch both. I don't really care. Here's your window heating, defrost, on, and then off. Horn, sander, and yeah, that's about it. So you can then hit this button. There's no AFB or tempo mat control like in the 442. Tempo mat in the 422 is basically AFB. So yeah. Then you are good to roll. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure to give it a like and maybe subscribe to the channel. If you do subscribe today, you will become part of the awesome squad and part of the first 100 subscribers club. So yeah, if you do subscribe, I suggest turning on that notification bell, so you are notified of a future upload. Anyways, I will see you guys in the next one. See you later, guys. Bye bye.